What's going on? It's your favorite ballhead guy, Buzzy Baker. Today I'm introducing a new series called Conversations with Baker. Shout out to R&Bass Music. And the first guest, man, not only is he from the DMV, he is Grammy nominated, and he dropped his latest project last year called Sweet Insomnia. Gallant, what's up, bro?
Chilling, man. Thanks for making me your first guest.
Nah, appreciate for sure. I'm like, yo, it's perfect just to have somebody from the home team just to kick this off 100%. 2020. So right now you currently like rehearsing.
Yeah, we're in the space right now. North Reseda.
Yeah, so I appreciate it for one. The tour is kicking off this weekend, but like what's certain things that you have to do just to like prep yourself before you go on tour?
Man, I took a break from drinking, which is good because you start off like drinking like a little bit every day, and then you look at your counter and you got like 5 beers and you're like, all right, I need to take a break. So I did that for a little bit.
Okay.
I just got off tour doing like a support run.
Mm-hmm.
And before that, it had been like a year since I was on the road.
Oh wow.
Because I canceled the tour in 2018 that I never got to do. So this is my first headline run in a long time. So I'm lucky that I had an opportunity to get my feet a little bit wet before I jumped into it full swing.
Yeah, you actually got some dope acts on there.
Ro
James,
Van Jess, yeah.
And then the first show, of course, is this weekend. It's the day after Valentine's Day.
Yep.
But what's like the most romantic thing you did for someone for Valentine's Day?
Oh man,
that you can think of.
Oh man, you're putting me on the spot. Then I'm trying to think. What did I do last year? I know this year we're gonna go to like an amusement park. We're gonna like do the dinner and do the roses and all that. I'm glad that I didn't have to do the show on Valentine's Day. I think last year I had to like do the extended FaceTime Valentine's Day because I think I was out of town. But I try to be romantic. I try to like write notes. I try to like do the flowers and do the chocolates and do the dinner and do it all. But it's tough, It's like it's hard to keep up with sometimes.
Nah, for sure. And then basically, like, you can make any day Valentine's Day. Like,
that's true. Yeah.
Randomly.
If you just consistently kind of are on your game, then everything is usually cool.
Yeah. I want to go back real quick to 2016. Like I said earlier, like, my homie put me on. We got dropped the record with Ginuwine.
Yeah.
So, what was the whole, like, branding purpose behind being mysterious? Because, on the album cover, you had your eyes crossed out with X's.
Yeah.
What was, like, the reason behind that?
I think, the album was very, like, brooding. It was very, like, it was, like, wallowing in pity. And it was very sad. And it was more about that than it was about, the human who was making it. So,
okay.
It was just, like, a bunch of, like, journals that I had, basically. So it was very dense. Like, a lot of lyrics were just about the feelings. It wasn't about, like, my life, really. It wasn't about, like, direct stories or anything. So the sad kind of just, it was like on the nose, but it seemed like that just kind of represented what the music felt like and how it felt to actually make the album. And then looking at the album cover as a whole, it was basically exactly what I thought, the body as a whole, lyrics, music, and overall feeling kind of represented.
And I mean, all of it played out because it was Grammy nominated, so.
Yeah, that was fun. That was crazy. That was a surprise, too. I didn't expect them to do that at all. So, I was definitely humbled to learn that when I did.
Okay, for sure. And then I definitely want to talk about the new project that came out last year, Sweet Insomnia. Like, my favorite record on there, of course, is Sleep On It, right?
Yeah.
And I checked out the video, and one of the lead person in the video, of course, is Ginuwine.
Yeah.
And Ginuwine's from DMV.
Yeah, exactly.
So what made you actually want to, like, get him to be a part of that?
I mean, DMV was first. Correct. And then when it just adds, like, a very similar kind of differences type of vibe, And when I was writing it, I just thought of that era that Ginuwine kind of represented.
Okay.
And so immediately I went on IG and I just sent him a DM and said, this is a song. I had this kind of concept for a video where I'm kind of walking around Touched by an Angel style. And, everything is kind of a little bit, early 2000s feeling.
Exactly. That's definitely a vibe.
Yeah. And he, I thought there was a 50-50 chance that maybe, someone could be offended or somebody could, like, just ignore you or whatever. But, like, immediately he just sent me back and he flew out, I guess, like a week and a half later, and we shot the video. And he's like, he was one of the, it was surreal to like have a conversation one-on-one with him too, and have him be such a, a down-to-earth, humble and honest dude that was excited actually about like the way R&B music is going right now. And it was the cherry on top that he's from the DMV too.
Nah, for sure. Cool. And I actually want to talk about like the whole current state of R&B. Like R&B music, to me personally, I said like it made a comeback last year because you got so many dope artists like yourself. You got her, and everybody like that. But what's some of your R&B artists that inspired you, or artists that inspired you in general, like to create music?
I mean, it's a lot. I think Babyface. I guess just because he's really like stylistic, what he does. Even when he's behind the scenes, you hear a record, it's a Babyface record.
100%.
Like, the way he sings, like his delivery is weird in a great way, and so like weird and good, when you combine those two things, that always speaks to me. Especially when I was like first thinking about making music and everybody was making fun of me for what I was making, It's like, it was inspiring and reassuring to see people just get out there and do whatever the fuck they do, regardless of how somebody thinks about it,
Yeah, and like,
so that was huge for me.
Some people don't understand that. Like, of course, whatever you do, you gotta do it for yourself. Like, everybody somebody gonna like it, somebody might not like it, but I mean, at the end of the day, if you're doing it for you, that's all that matters.
100%.
Now, I want to talk about this tweet, right? Well, actually, it was a post. Like, back in the day, we watched Music Choice. Some people still watch Music Choice now.
Oh, yeah.
But, of course, they got the little information right there. And they posted something. You went to New York University.
Yeah.
You attended. You ended up getting your degree, though, right?
I did, yeah.
You got your degree, finished the semester out, but then, like, in the small print, you was like, drop out. I mean, college not for everybody.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's like, if I had to stay there, I graduated when I was like 20 because of that. So I took like summer courses and stuff. It was cool to get out of there.
Fact.
It was cool to have the degree, but it was really just getting out of there. Like to stay in college until you're like, your mid-20s. I couldn't imagine. Especially for people who want to do a little bit more than like be on a very set degree, job, internship track, But there are people who work great in that system, but it's just not necessarily for everybody. So
yeah, I tell myself plenty of times, like if I could take back going to school and like Sally Mae, I'd be like, all right, man.
Oh yeah, I feel you.
Forget it.
Where'd you go?
I ended up going to Towson.
Okay, tight. Yeah, that's a great school though. I had like tons of friends.
Yeah, Towson is pretty a dope school. I think I probably graduated at like 22, so it wasn't like
that's not too bad.
Too bad. Still got out there early. Still had fun the experience, but student loans.
That's not. It's not a joke. We definitely need to do something about that.
Definitely, 100%. Cool. Now I want to talk about another tweet though, because it's funny, and I think like it's been like a conversation, pretty much like within the culture. And he was like, "Girls don't poop," right? To be honest, I feel like sometimes, I mean, they do shit, but females definitely will not fart in front of their boyfriend or in front of a dude, period. But have you ever had, like, somebody you were dating, like, end up farting around you?
I think, yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's happened. But I think it's funny because it's like you can hear, like, the gurgle, like, in her stomach. And so it's like, sometimes it makes, like, the, like sound,
Nah, for sure.
And like like it sounds like it, but like she's just holding it in. But yeah, I mean, it's a level of comfort that I guess not everybody can 100% get to. But
Yeah, so for the people out there, if she like farts in front of you, you might got a real one.
That's the thing. Yeah, it's like, it's a sign.
Nah, most definitely. So before I go, I definitely want to talk about Maryland once again. Like, how was it growing up in Columbia?
It was cool. I think, the way that it's set up, like the landscape with the woods and everything, it's like a storybook type of thing. At least for me, like I had a lot of fun. Whenever I go back, like it's a little bit half and half. It's like peaceful compared to, I mean, the only other places I lived was New York and LA. So compared to that, to be kind of
it's definitely different.
Yeah, exactly. So to compare to that, it's kind of like off the grid, but you're still connected to everything because you got DC, you got Baltimore.
Exactly.
You're on the coast. I like it, but then it can be a little bit of a like Groundhog Day scenario sometimes. So I know, I mean, for you, like, for example, I'm sure it was refreshing to kind of get out of the DMV bubble. Okay, but you probably still hold it like very close to your heart, you know.
And it's so crazy though that you said that because I love LA.
Yeah.
But you know, just missing like my friends in a certain environment, and of course like the mambo sauce. And when I first moved out here, I couldn't find Obey nowhere.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But now I see Obey everywhere. So every time
Exactly.
like I go, I make sure I get like the big thing of Obey. But it's definitely
And they got the hot sauce now too.
yeah, and I'm definitely trying to find that.
Yeah,
but
me too.
It's definitely a cultural difference, like as far as like the crabs, the seafood.
Yeah.
You're used to like all this norm, but it's definitely dope just to be in a whole nother environment that you're not from. Just seeing like how the culture is out here. Even though a lot of people in LA is not from LA though.
That's true. That's true. And the ones that are don't always get along with the ones that aren't. You know, it's definitely a divide.
And that's a big fact.
Yeah.
So for the rest of the year, what is on your 2020 list? Like things to do?
I think, you know, my goal last year was to have a lot more fun. I think I had fun, but sometimes it's hard to tell.
Okay.
But I think for this year, you know, a lot of last year was kind of consumed by me trying to get what I wanted the album to be together, you know, because it went through so many different iterations, I feel like. And sometimes that process can prevent you from exploring other opportunities for yourself creatively. And so, you know, already it's only February. I feel like I've been able to creatively go in so many different worlds that I didn't really 100% get a chance to fully go into last year or the year before that or the year before that. So I'm looking forward to just having a lot more fun, but in a creative way, I think, instead of just in a life way. So
Continue to create like, dope shit, man.
Absolutely. Thank you.
So for those who don't follow you, let them know where to check you out at.
It's So Gallant, at So Gallant, everywhere. I'm pretty sure, with 2 L's. So like the Mitsubishi, but with an extra L.
And make sure they check. Make sure y'all check out the tour too, though.
Yeah, that's right. So I'm starting off with 2 nights at the Roxy, and then I have like, I guess, like 5, 6 dates on the East Coast, and then I have 2 dates in the San Francisco area, one at Great American Music Hall, one in Oakland, and then I'll probably add some more dates too. So you can check it out. It's like gallant.space/tour, or you can just go to the website and find all the dates there.
For sure. And the last date right now is in the DMV, so of course, why not close it out at your hometown?
100%. I really want to play Merriweather though. I almost had a chance to, and then the show got canceled. But hopefully I can bring it back to Columbia. You know,
nah, for sure, one day. And that's a dope ass venue too.
Yeah,
and it's outside. So
really nice, yeah. And growing every year too. It's great.
Definitely. I appreciate you, bro.
Absolutely.
Thank you for being the first guest, man.
Thank you for having me.
Conversations with Baker, featuring Gallant. We out.